All right, good morning, guys. Today's 11/6. We are doing surface area of pyramids. To do the surface area, again, normally they find the lateral area first. So your lateral area formula for pyramids is slightly different than your other lateral area formulas. It's 1/2 LP. And in my notes, let me see. Okay, I didn't label anything, so we're going to have to go through and label today. I normally make my L as a cursive one just to kind of keep track. That stands for your slant height. So that goes point to base with a 90. So your slant height always has to have a 90 and it always has to go down the side of your pyramid. And then P stands for perimeter of your base. Your surface area, very similar to the formulas we followed yesterday. It is lateral area plus the area of the base. The reason it's not 2B like it was yesterday was prisms and cylinders, which have two bases. Pyramids only have one base. So, number one, you're looking at this and you need to find your lateral area first. And your lateral area is 1/2 times your slant height. If you come back over here, slant goes top to bottom with a 90. So this 11.7 is your slant height. So we're just labeling right now. And P stands for perimeter of the base. If you look, all four corners have 90s. And if you've got two sides that are 8, that means your remaining two sides are 8. So your perimeter would be, 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8, which gives you a total of 32. So lateral area would be 1/2 times 11.7 times 32. And I did not find that number. I just plugged that into the formula because if you notice, again in the directions, kind of like yesterday, it doesn't want the lateral. All it wants is the surface. So lateral just helps you on the way. You don't actually need to find that answer. You can, in fact, just kind of plug it in to your surface area equation. And then our big B. Big B is area of the base. Our base shape on this figure is a square. Well, area of a square is side squared. So big B equals 8 squared, which gives you 64. So that's what you need to plug in. That's what you need to plug in. And once it's plugged in, you get 251.2. I'm going to skip going over number 2 because number 2 is just like number 1. Number 3, however, is a bit different. Not in a bad way, just in a we're going to use Pythagorean theorem kind of way. So number 3, again, start off the same way. Start labeling 1/2 times your slant height. Well, if you notice, what you've got right here, this 3 feet, is the actual height. It's not the slant height. So what you need to do is draw, like it's kind of like cutting out a slice of pie, only you're cutting out a slice of a pyramid, where this is 90, this is 3. You are told that this is X, this is what we're looking for. And that slice of pie technically goes from here to here, meaning, if we extended this out and extended this out, we would have the other side of our pyramid. If the whole thing is 16, we don't want 16, we want half of that, we want 8. So to find our slant height, we're going to have to do Pythagorean theorem. 3 squared plus 8 squared equals x squared. And you end up getting approximately 8.5. So we're going to come back over here and write, I need to get my camera in gear. Slant height is 8.5. Then you need the perimeter of your base. Come back over here to our picture. Our base, you've got 4 90s, 2 16s, which means we're going to be doing 16 plus 16 plus 16 plus 16, which is 64. So our formula would end up looking like lateral area equals 1/2 times 8.5 times 64. And again, you can find that number. Of course, I did not. I just, went ahead and plugged it into my surface area formula. Your base shape, again, is a square. And area of a square is side squared. So our base area is 256. We plug that value in and we get a total of 528 feet squared. So the square pyramids are probably your most simple ones. Number 4, we get into a triangular pyramid, and we're going to go ahead and do that just kind of to help you sort through all of those numbers because you've got a lot of numbers on that one. So lateral area equals 1/2 times your slant. If you look at this, you've got, let's use teal. With this one, the one that it's sitting on, that's our base. So we want tip to that base. Oh, my pencil is rolling away. Which gives us that 6.7 as our slant height. So slant height is 6.7. Perimeter of base, if you look, it's got them all labeled 10, 10, 10. So 10 plus 10 plus 10, your perimeter equals 30. So 1/2 times 6.7 times 30. Again, I just plugged that straight into my formula. I didn't actually find a solution. But now we've got to find our area of the base. Our base on this one is a triangle. Area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. And again, this is a lowercase b, and I guess we're not worrying about 2 different heights in this problem, which is kind of nice. So 1/2 times, remember, on a triangle, your base and your height should meet at a 90. If you look right here, there's a 90 overlap. There's a 90 right here, indicating that 6.7 comes down, but there's also a 90 right here, indicating that 10 is the base and your height is that 8.7. And that number is 43.5. There's your formula. Plug it in, and you plug that 43.5 in. You could take, let's see, this formula right here and plug it in instead of doing, that 43.5 if you wanted, but you end up getting 144 inches squared. All right, number 5, we're gonna skip because it is identical to number 4. What you doing, bud? Jordy, what are you doing?
I want my tablet.
Your tablet's over there in the corner. Yeah, skipping number 5, definitely. Number 6 we're gonna do, but number 6 is really, really nice and easy. Lateral area equals, go ahead and go through and label your slant height. Slant height goes top to bottom with a 90. So if you look, you've got that dashed line right here that tells you, hey, that 11.3 is going top to bottom with a 90. So your slant height is 11.3. The perimeter of your base, this is a hexagon, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You've got 6 sides, and each side is 6 yards. So, I mean, you could write out 6 plus 6 plus 6 if you really wanted to, and etc. I'm just going to do 6 times 6, which gives you 36. So the lateral area is 1/2 times 11.3 times 36. And again, I have that written out in my surface area formula. You can find the value if you want. And then here's the really nice part. Any other time, we would have to find the area of this hexagon, but look right there. It gives us the area. It tells you the area of the base is 93.53. You don't have to find this. You do not have to do that 1/2 apothem times perimeter. Hallelujah. So you plug that in and you're done. Short, sweet, to the point.